Hi everyone, Sophia Kivi here. Welcome to my channel and to today's video. I want to start off with thanking all of you out there for all of your support. Thanks for watching my videos, subscribing, liking and commenting. I appreciate it so much. So today I will talk about narcissists and signs how to know you might be dating a narcissist. I will also give input and examples from my own experience with a narcissist. So, right now, you might think that narcissists are easy to spot and identify. Unfortunately, that's not always the case. If you're dating such a person, you might not even know it. So, listen carefully to get some clues. Remember that people that have narcissistic tendencies aren't always absolute narcissists. Remember as well that your opinion should always be taken into account. So, who is a narcissist? A narcissist is a person with a self centered personality type. Such a person is always interested in being constantly praised and that all their needs are satisfied. To do this, narcissists almost always use various kinds of manipulations without worrying about others' feelings. They only care about themselves. So, the first sign that you might be dating a narcissist is love bombing and idealization of you. Narcissists often have a love bombing phase in the beginning of a relationship. It's a type of manipulation where a narcissist puts you on a pedestal. You become the center of the attention. They are in constant contact with you, flatter and praise you excessively. Soon you are convinced that the narcissist is your twin flame. This happens because the narcissist mirrors your feelings, values, hobbies, everything, so that you believe you have met someone like minded. Beware when a narcissist feels that they have charmed you. Your importance and their affection begins to diminish. If you notice that your partner isn't who they were in the beginning and you're constantly doing something to get that person back, you might be dating a narcissist. My own example with love bombing started out with that I met a guy on a dating app and I got a text message from this person. We were the same age. He lived a few hours ago, and instantly, I felt chemistry. We had a great connection, and I felt like, wow, this seems like a great guy. And above all, he was giving me compliments, lots of compliments. First, I felt like this is amazing, a lot of compliments, but after some time, it felt weird. It started to feel like he wasn't sincere when he wrote a compliment. It started to feel like it was his script. He had a plan, but not right away. In the beginning, it felt amazing to have so much attention from him and constantly telling me how amazing I am. I'm like the sun, I light up the room, and just a lot of compliments generally. Sign number 2, you might be dating a narcissist: lack of empathy. If you feel that your partner lacks empathy, this is a red flag in a relationship. Narcissistic people demonstrate a lack of concern for others. They put their ambitions first and somehow don't understand or reciprocate to the needs of their partner. So, you in this case. And this was true for me as well because I noticed right off the bat that this guy was very ambitious. He was really ambitious and he was bragging a lot. It's totally fine to have ambitions and accomplishments. You know, when you accomplish something and you are proud of that, that's one thing. But when you're bragging, constantly bragging about, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, you know, I'm just amazing at this, and there is no proof, or you can't really you haven't achieved that yet. That's another scenario. You know what I mean. So this is also it's also a bad sign if they lack empathy and you feel like you don't really it's almost like they have no emotions. After a while, you will notice that they are very self-centered. Number three, you might be dating a narcissist, is gaslighting. I have talked about this before in a short video. I did a shorts about this because this was one of the most upsetting things with my encounter with the narcissist, the gaslighting. It involves manipulation or manipulating a specific situation to make you feel like you've imagined something and or that your feelings and version of events are crazy. Your partner will lose their memory temporarily. They will forget about awful things they told you, and this way the narcissist is trying to escape responsibility for their actions and create a crazy reality in order to control everything that surrounds you. You might hear phrases like, I never said that, or you must have heard it wrong. You will start to feel guilty after some time because of things you said. The narcissist will make you doubt your reality. And narcissists don't take any responsibility for what they do. They do not apologize, and oftentimes they use defense mechanism to shift the blame to you, criticize you, and value your feelings. It's crucial to be mindful of manipulation, as it sometimes happens gradually and over time. So you should be aware if this happens on a regular basis or you feel like you are being manipulated. It's probably true. My experience with gaslighting was when I brought up in conversation with this guy that he is jealous. I told him, you are extremely jealous and I really don't like it. And he replied that his ex-girlfriend cheated on him, and it was like he accidentally saw her with another guy in a bar or in a club. He wasn't very specific about the details or anything, but he just told me the story. And later down the road, almost to the end of our communication with this guy, when the communication really got rocky and messy, he told me that I brought up this situation. I told him that I understand that you feel jealousy sometimes because of your past experience. Your girlfriend wasn't faithful to you, and right away I got a snap answer like that I never said that. What are you telling me? You must no, I never told you that. Instantly I felt so stupid. I was very confused right away because in my mind I knew this story, and I started thinking that, wait, where did I get this story from? I know I didn't watch it in a movie. I know it didn't just pop up in my head. He told me that a few months ago. Maybe he was hoping that I already forgot it. Most likely though, he didn't care. He just told me he never said that. He didn't want to take any responsibility for it or that it ever happened to him. And he just said that it never happened. I started doubting myself and my memory, my reality. It was like, wait, am I really imagining this? Oh, I feel so embarrassed for bringing up this situation. But later, after I finished this call that we had, I started searching for narcissists and their behavior, and I realized I might have been gaslighted because in all of this, in this storm of emotions I felt, I still believed myself that there was something wrong, but it clearly wasn't me that was wrong. And of course, this is a really dirty way to try to manipulate with your mind, I guess. So it can get really far if this happens oftentimes. I definitely think this could happen oftentimes with smaller things. Well, you definitely will feel like you are becoming crazy if they tell you something and 1, 2, 3 times you realize they are telling you that. I never told you that. You must have heard it wrong. No, you're making that up. Or stuff like that. If you hear phrases like that, run. It's a really bad sign. Number 4, that you might be dating a narcissist, is they make you feel like you're not good enough. Ooh. If lately you have felt like you're not good enough, it's one of the most clear signs that you might be dating a narcissist. The goal of the narcissist is to feel adored by people close to them. If you constantly feel like you're not good enough in a relationship and as if you can't do anything right, you feel like you're walking on eggshells, you might be dating a narcissist. So they will point out your flaws, they will make you feel inferior to them. They might not even have to say certain things, so they will demonstrate with their behavior, with disrespecting you, just generally. And if you start to feel like you aren't good enough, like, oh no, you feel like he's 10 times better than you, he or she, it doesn't matter, it's a red flag. Sign number 5, you might be dating a narcissist, is inflated ego. A narcissistic person has inflated ego. This means that they have an exaggerated sense of self-worth. They try to humiliate you and make mocking expressions and remarks. Narcissistic people suffer from a superiority complex and constantly humiliate others in order to feel superior and satisfy their egos. The narcissistic partner values the ego above all in a relationship. So you will definitely hear bad comments about yourself, about the way you dress, maybe about your weight. It can get really personal after some time, and he might or they might tell you snarky comments, and you will start to see that they want to take place in the relationship. They want to take all place in the relationship because they are the big person there. So sign number 6, you might be dating a narcissist, is that they're in control. Dating a narcissistic partner is emotionally suffocating. They exert their control by imposing their point of view in order to maintain a strong position in the relationship. They are dominant and expect others to hold their opinions. They are rigid and try to control the other person's choices and decisions. My own example of the controlling situation with this guy, early on, it was probably 3 days of texting, and we were still on the dating app, and he told me, don't you think we should delete the dating app? And I was shocked, honestly, because we had just started to getting to know each other, and I wasn't planning to delete the dating app anytime soon. I still didn't know who this guy was, and if I wanted to continue my communication with him, or if I was interested in others, maybe, because that's what a dating app is about. You are trying to find a match, not in this case he was trying to almost force me to delete the app. He was like, okay, but you enjoy talking to me, well, shouldn't you delete the app? I will delete the app too, but you should also delete the app. And that felt like, okay, this is the first sign he's controlling. I felt already at that point that it felt a bit controlling. And also, this was after a while, we added each other on Facebook. And I remember that I was doing something on Facebook, maybe answering a text, like a message or something, or scrolling the feed. And later I got a message from him, like a few hours later, and I noticed that he had texted that I saw you were online at 10 p.m. Let's say you were online at 10 p.m. You didn't text me. What did you do? And just that kind of message. It's not, he wasn't texting me, hi, I have been missing you, what are you up to? He was actually texting me the exact time I had been online and what I was doing during that time. it bothered me a lot, actually, the situation. And later I remember that he also uh, he told me that he had fake accounts. So he basically told me that he would always know if I was online, or that he liked to have a few accounts, but a few or one of them, I'm not sure, were fake. And that is also another alarming sign that he was in fact already showing me controlling behavior, and I chose to ignore it because I once again felt like we had a great connection and I had met an amazing guy, even though he had some troubles. Well, sign number 7 that you might be dating a narcissist is that they think they are perfect. Dating a narcissistic partner can be difficult. They are not flexible, they think they are perfect. They are overconfident and never ask for forgiveness. They react aggressively when confronted with their imperfections. They display a fake social image to hide their imperfections. And this is also something I started to notice after a while when he started commenting on my the way I looked or the way I dressed. He also wanted pictures of me constantly. He wanted pictures. It felt like he was obsessed with the way I looked and the way he looked as well. Because later, when I almost had no contact with him, I was looking through his social media and I started realizing how much adoration he has for himself. He is absolutely in love with himself. Always selfies, with sunglasses on, and just countless amount of selfies. I'm not saying that all people are narcissists because they make selfies. Absolutely not. But this was just another confirmation for me that he is a narcissist and absolutely obsessed with perfection or achieving perfection. We know that that's impossible. No one is perfect. And if you live with someone or your partner is really striving to become a perfect person and you feel like you need to hold that mark, that you need to be perfect as well, this will get so exhausting after a while that you will probably break up with them anyway. So be aware of these signs that I mentioned. So a narcissist can either be a man or a woman. Look out for the signs I mentioned, as I said, before you get into a relationship with someone. Guys, I wish you all healthy and happy relationships. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more interesting topics. Bye.